survive in the endless vacuum of space, able to exist without oxygen for long periods of time. They could have simply flown to Earth. You must realize by now that we mean your people no harm. The battle cruiser's Silence is capable of massive destructive power, and yet she's floating in Earth's orbit peacefully, even after being harassed by several of your fighters. If we really wanted to take Earth, we would have just threatened you. It was Xal's polite way of saying, let us in or else. He was threatening the humans. He was just doing it in a civilized manner. Diplomacy was all about implied threats and hidden meanings. The ambassador's lips came together in a stern frown, his mouth a brown slash against his white beard. Of all the planets in the universe, why did you have to choose Earth? We're about as far from Kythia as one can get, and our planet is small by comparison. On the surface, Rahman appeared calm, but Xal noticed a minute tremor in his right hand. Those things aren't necessarily disadvantages. Xal took a deep breath as the throbbing pain in his skull moved to the back of his eyes. Besides, technological differences aside, humans and Kordolians are really quite similar. Rahman's frown deepened, his eyes narrowing in disbelief. General Acadian has even taken a human woman as his mate. Xal took another sip of his coffee, savoring its unique flavor. They seem to be quite compatible. A pained expression crossed the ambassador's face. Yes, the woman in question has invoked her rights as citizen and requested entry for him on the basis of their relationship. I'll admit, we're still figuring out how to process this one. This, general of yours has quite the reputation. That he does. Xal didn't have anything to add to that. Tarak al-Akkadian was a baffling individual, and his past was long and complicated. In darker times, he'd played an instrumental role in the Kordolian expansion efforts. One never quite knew what to expect from the general, but so far, he'd been surprisingly cooperative with the humans, even though they seemed quite frightened of him. The coffee seemed to be helping his headache a little, but Xal was growing impatient. They'd spent too long with this diplomatic shit, and he longed for fresh air and solid ground beneath his feet. I'll make things simple for you, Ambassador. There are Zargek on Earth. If your intelligence people have been doing their job, then you know what these monsters are capable of. You need our soldiers to defeat them. I am offering you the option of allowing us to enter your planet peacefully. Will you grant us asylum? A wry expression crossed Rahman's features. You're not really offering us any choice, are you, Prince Kazharan? No, but I am offering you the chance to at least look like you're making a decision. Your people might find the alternative too terrifying. I'd rather we kept relations between our species amicable. You might even discover, in the end, that we're not so bad after all. Rahman stared at Xal for a while, indecision swirling in his dark eyes. Finally, he sighed. Very well. I will grant you and your subjects entry under, let's just say, special diplomatic provisions, until a more permanent agreement can be reached. We will provide you with residential facilities in the free state of Nova Terra, and all I request in return is that you abide by our laws and continue to assist us with the extermination of the Zargek. The ambassador paused, considering something. And, of course, you will help us to defend against any other species that might threaten Earth, Kordolian or otherwise. A trace of irony had crept into